Hey, um, God is so great. He just keeps giving me opportunities and putting people in my path that is just so encouraging and so inspiring. And today I was invited to come and speak to a college group. One of my good friends, Tyler Lamb, he's one of my old students. I've worked with him in recent years, and I taught him ever since he was little. And he is part of a church in Murfreesboro, and they were having a church retreat out at Deer Run Park, I believe is the name of it. I'm here right now. Actually, everything just wrapped up. He invited me to come and speak and kind of share my testimony. And usually in the past, I would be a little bit hesitant to do something like that, but I was just immediately drawn to say yes, and I was excited to come and do it. And it went great. I spoke for, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so, and I even created a little bit of like an outline of what I wanted to talk about and an overall theme of what I wanted to talk about. So it wasn't just me talking about my past and what God's done for me, but it was that, but based around with an overall lesson as well. And I called it Dancing in the Rain. I've been in the dance business for the majority of my life and taught a lot of dance, and it was all about that one big quote you see it on motivational pieces of artwork and stuff. It's not about waiting for the storm to pass, but learning how to dance in the rain. That's what I went off of, because we all go through storms, and yes, it's motivational to like push forward and really work your way through something to get to the other end. And it's very motivating. It's like something a coach would tell you before a big game or something like that. But the one thing that quote, or when people talk about that quote, they kind of leave out sometimes, is Jesus. And if you stay in line with him, you keep him as your focus throughout the storm, that's how you truly learn how to dance your way through this storm of life that the majority of people, everybody lives in, whether you acknowledge it or not. It's not about just those little individual storms. I mean, we just live in a storm of life, and to keep Jesus at the center of it and number one is the most important thing. I've never done very much like that before. I've talked in front of lots of classes, but it's always been in the dance room. And so I just wanted to share this with y'all, and I wanted y'all to just see some little clips of it. And I related the whole lesson to when Jesus walked on the water, and his disciples were out in the boat, and Peter said, if you're him, then have me walk on the water to you. And he starts to walk on the water. No other disciple did that. No other normal human did that. And but he was walking on the water, just in tune with Jesus. And Jesus just said, come to me. And do you have the faith? And da-da-da-da-da. And Peter starts walking towards him, but then at the same time, the waves get even heavier. He starts to take his focus off of Jesus, and then that's when he begins to sink. And of course, Jesus reaches out his hand to save him and says, you of little faith, keep your eyes on me. And that's what we all need to do in this storm of life, is keep Jesus, stay zoned in with him, and keep him as number one, and stay faithful with him, and he will take care of the rest. And after he saved Peter, they get back in the boat. Peter is just hugged up to him, and Jesus calms the storm and says, I have plans for you. And that's what I related in my lesson. It's the same thing that I've been going through. And I was just like Peter. I would test him, but I would I would take my eyes off of him. I would try to figure it out on my own. And that's just not the way you do it. So I used that in the lesson as well. It just applied to my current situation, and I think a lot of people can apply that to their life. And so I'm just so appreciative. Thank you to Tyler again and Amber for giving me the invite, and the students that I was able to talk to. If you're watching this, leave a little comment down below. Let me know that you were there. I talked a little bit about spread the word, and so hopefully, hopefully some more good comes from it. Just a few more people that I was able to spread the word with today about Jesus and just the amazing relationship that you can have with him if you stay focused on him. So, here's some clips, and I hope y'all enjoy it. Thanks.